United States President Donald Trump's recent executive order freezing foreign aid for 90 days has left developing countries wondering how they would fill a possible funding gap. President Trump says the 90-day window would allow his government, which is settling in, to assess whether the foreign aid policy aligns with the goals of his administration. Initially, the freeze order extended to crucial aid, including HIV and malaria treatment drugs. However, the aid freeze directive on HIV medication has since been lifted. Several leaders, including those from Africa, say the suspension or outright discontinuation of the aid would significantly affect their respective countries, especially in their quest to fight against new HIV infections and also attain the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. In 2023, Africa received nearly 27% of all U.S. aid. Kenya's former President Uhuru Kenyatta recently challenged leaders to view America's new shift on foreign aid as an opportunity to mobilize local resources for self-reliance.
I saw some people the other day crying, oh, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. No. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, you don't pay taxes in America. He's appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, tujiulize, what are we going to do? Haya, ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? Yeah? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you. It is time for us to use our resources for the right things. We are the ones who are using them for the wrong things.
Former President Kenyatta's remarks form the basis of our conversation today. Can Africa survive without depending on aid? A short answer, yes. A slightly long answer, yes, but with some major adjustments to public spending habits, revenue collection, and stricter austerity measures. In her commentary on USA's nonprofit research organization, Brookings, Cameroonian author, lawyer, and entrepreneur Angel Kwemo says key routes to self-reliance for African governments are job creation, regional integration, and economic engagement. On job creation, Kwemo says African governments should create policies that allow for a more competitive private sector that favors business growth and job creation. The Cameroonian US-based lawyer says that from the newly created jobs, governments can collect more revenue to finance their budgets. Kwemo adds that the spark to economic independence is long-term investment in private sector, infrastructure, and manufacturing industries. She further says that embracing regional integration would increase industry competition, improve productivity, and develop local infrastructure. Other ways Africa can move towards self-sufficiency include through combating wastage of state resources, having a lean number of civil servants to avoid a bloated wage bill, fixing revenue leakage, automating revenue collection, producing a skilled workforce, and drawing realistic national budgets to avoid dependence on loans. Also, African governments can make value addition more attractive to investors so that nations can collect more revenue from natural resources such as minerals. There are definitely more ways to self-sufficiency, but as Kwemo says, the future of the African trade regime depends more on what Africa will negotiate. So leaders must actively seek commercial and trade engagements.